phone itself, but it gives you an idea of what the...
Hey everybody, it's Max with PhoneArena.com. We're in San Francisco with LG. They've invited a few of us here for a rather intimate look at the LG G Flex, both inside and out. And in addition to the display, they gave us a couple of the back panels to work with here. As you can tell from the light reflecting off of this back plate to the left, that is clearly an unprotected display. If you look at this one on the right, it is a protected display. Now, when I say protected, it means it's not impervious. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this brush, I'm going to brush it a couple of times, I'm going to show you the scratches, and then they say that it heals faster with increased heat, so I'm going to rub it a little bit just to increase the heat during the course of this video, and then you can see how good it is. So I'm not going to dig into it here, but it's just to kind of mimic how, you know, it might be with keys, or, you know, something else, loose change in your pocket. So you can see I've created some scratches there. It looks like a broad scratch there. And then we'll let that self-heal for a second. And while it's doing that, I want to show you what the battery looks like. This is a 3,500 milliamp hour battery, and it's curved just like the phone. So you can get a perspective here of what that looks like. This is gently curved. We were told not to mess around with it and try to bend it or flatten it out or anything like that, but since you can flatten out the phone, obviously the battery's got some flexibility to it. This device will have better battery performance than what you'll even find out of the LG G2, and this battery itself is already bigger than what can be found on the LG G Pro. So let's go back to the back cover here that's protected, so you can see it's still self-healing. So I'm just going to increase the temperature a bit because it's pretty cool in this room here. And this is akin to buffering out. It's like a clear coat, or what you might see on one of the new Nissan cars where you can get some scratch protection on that device. And already it's improving a little bit here. So it takes a few minutes. But as you can tell just before, because we've already been scratching this thing up all night, and compared to its unprotected cousin here, even with the scratches on it, it looks better. So that's one of the benefits to the LG G Flex. Of course, we don't have any carrier announcements here in the U.S. However, since we're here in the U.S. talking about this device, we can only hope that we'll see this on some of the major players that support LG. The LG G2 has enjoyed some pretty good success across the spectrum with all the carriers, so we can hope that we can see a device like this in the U.S. as well. It'll probably have a hefty price tag. In Korea, this subsidized device goes for almost $1,000, but it's certainly got our attention because it's flexible, it is protective, and it's got a snappy Qualcomm Snapdragon 800 processor underneath. So that's a look at some of the inside and outside of the LG G Flex. Keep checking in with us here at PhoneArena.com for more about the LG G Flex.